First of all, the race was created, as some people know, but some people not, to fund. Actually, it was a fundraiser for the Teens Run Modesto program. So, in the very first year that I ran it, the very first year in 2010 that it came, I was a Teens Run Modesto coach. So, and I still am. So, to me, the growth of this race. It obviously has grown in numbers, but it also has grown in numbers for the teens, and getting more teens, more at-risk teens out there, goal setting, and getting mentoring for the to cross that finish line, finish that marathon and half marathon. And so I just see this. I just see the marathon getting better and better, and inspiring more and more people. To become lifelong runners. It's a big race. The numbers are huge, and people are finding out too that not only is this a good race for the teens, but a lot of people are finding it to just be a great marathon to run, and they're putting on their race schedules. People coming from the Bay Area and thinking about Modesto to do a marathon.
I'm Karen Lozano, and I'm in charge of movie night. I'm the chairman, I guess, of movie night and co-race director for the Modesto Marathon. Modesto has a bad rap for car thefts and gang activity, and so we wanted to teach our youth some valuable life skills. And so we think we do that through running the marathon and training for the marathon, perseverance and hard work and dedication, all those skills that come with that. And it's been very, very rewarding. We're so happy that as the program's developed, we are now able to provide over $11,000 in scholarships this past year. Many students who would not normally be going to college have decided, oh, I can do this. I ran a marathon, I can do anything. So they're going to college, and it's just an amazing journey.
My name is Chad Johnson. I'm Shadow Chase's president. So Shadow Chase oversees the Modesto Marathon, Teens Run Modesto, and this movie night is a major fundraiser for us. We've got over 800 members. We are definitely the premier running club. There's a lot of other outlets to run in the Modesto area, which is great. We work with them, but it's been a challenge. This club has been going on about as long as I've been alive. So, in trying to guide this club this year in my presidency, I've tried to make sure that I learn from our members that have been around for a while. Find out what our legacy is, where we've been, but then also talk to our new members to find out where we need to go. This year is our 5th year of the Modesto Marathon, which was a really groundbreaking change for Shadow Chase. It really changes from a small running club to really a large organization. We've got a adult training group that's got almost 200 runners that are just like right off of the couch. I've never run anything. Maybe some of them run a 5K, and they're entrusting into us that in 6 months we're going to make them marathon runners. So it's something that it's a difficult challenge, trying to make sure that we keep what 30 plus years of tradition of Shadow Chase has been, but also service these folks that are coming in brand new to running and to Shadow Chase, and make them into runners, make them into marathon runners, and help them. Really, our goal is to help people shoot for goals that are outside of their normal realm. Most people come to us not even thinking they could even accomplish a marathon, and we're going to get them to that point, and then a little bit beyond that. What you need to kind of think about when you're running is, there is, as any athlete would, nutrition. Making sure you're fueling your body. It's not eating, you're eating for fuel. Making sure that you're sleeping right and you're, following a good program. But, I think the biggest thing is just believing that you can do it and putting your feet to the pavement. Yes, if you're an elite athlete, we're lucky. We've got John Olson here in Modesto. He's here tonight. He's one of the greatest ultra runners in the world. And if you're at that caliber, yes, you need to start thinking about carbs and protein and fat and this and that. But for the average runner, you just want to get up off the couch, throw on the shoes, and get some miles on your feet. With the adult training group, there's a reason why we started them back in September for a March race. It's a 6-month process, and we would get them to where they were slowly crawling up to this point, because too much too fast leads to injury, and then you're out. We try to make it very, very easy to get a hold of us. Our website is shadowchase.org. Our Facebook is facebook.com/shadowchase. We've also got a Twitter handle that we just started up, @shadowchase, as well as info@shadowchase.org. So any of those ways gets to our board, and we love it when brand new people saying, hey, I'm thinking about running. Someone is going to just jump on that and say, here, let's get you to the right people and get you running, because that's what we're here for, is to get people who never thought that they could run feeling like they can complete a marathon.
My name is Julie Weiss. I'm from Santa Monica, California, and I'm also known as the Marathon Goddess. The reason I call myself the Marathon Goddess isn't because I'm a marathon goddess, it's because I love running marathons. And so I'm all about embracing your passion, whatever that is within you, and bringing that out. And my passion just happens to be marathons. So, embracing that, the god or goddess within you. And so, you could be a god or you could be a goddess of cooking, whatever it is that you love to do. And I just happen to love to run marathons. And when my father passed away from pancreatic cancer, sadly, I knew I had to do something big that was centered around my passion for running and the love for my father. So I set out to do 52 marathons in 52 weeks, one marathon every week, while working a full-time job to raise money and awareness for pancreatic cancer. And last year, I finished my 52nd marathon, raised over $230,000. And I was so honored to be a part of the Spirit of the Marathon too, which I am one of the 7 featured runners of the Rome Marathon, which is where this movie was filmed, in Rome. And that was #1 of 52. How do you prepare for 52 marathons? You don't. You really don't know what you're about to encounter. Your body and your mind and your bank account, it's going to go through many highs and many lows. I just really trained for one marathon, but in order to complete the 52 marathons, I had to slow my pace down. I had to slow down. It wasn't about speed. It was just about finishing the marathons. It was about who I was running for. It was about spreading awareness or spreading love, and I just really was in the zone, I was doing something that was much bigger than the marathons. The one that comes to mind is the one in Half Moon Bay, and the reason why is because I dedicated that marathon to a man named Paul Perkovic, and he had stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and he was doing okay, he was smiling. He came out to meet me at the finish line. He actually ran through the finish line with me, and we both crossed the finish line together. And sadly, he passed away just 2 months after that marathon. But for that one moment, I put that smile on his face, and we created hope, and we created, that happiness. And that's what life's all about, because life is short. So, enjoy the moment and do what you can to help others, because we can make changes. We can do anything. If I can run 52 marathons in 52 weeks, with a full-time job, anything is possible, including finding a cure for pancreatic cancer. This is the first I've heard of this Modesto Marathon, and what a beautiful event to kick it off. I mean, the Teens Run Modesto program is just a beautiful program that they're doing to inspire the kids and give them a chance at something great. You know, so this is kind of like a celebration, a kickoff, and the Shadow Chase Running Club and the Modesto Marathon team. What wonderful people. I mean, this is a fantastic experience, and to be a part of it, I'm very, very grateful to be here.
Well, we actually put out a casting call across the world for people, and people sent in their stories, and we sifted through about 1,000 to 1,500 individual stories. And really what it was what resonated with me and, you know, and my director and producer, and we just picked people. And we were looking for somebody in the United States so that people in the United States watching this wouldn't have to read subtitles the whole entire time. And I have a running coach named David, and he was like, you know, you should really talk to my fiance. She's going to run 52 marathons in 52 weeks. And I said, oh, that sounds interesting. Okay, let's go talk to her. And now I feel stupid because never in my mind did I ever think she's not going to do it. Like, after talking to her for 5 minutes, I was like, okay, she's going to do this. This is going to be great. We're going to do 52 marathons in 52 weeks. All right, way, go. But now I'm like, God, what happens if she didn't do it? Like, my movie would have gone to pieces. So thank you for doing it.
My name is Gwendolyn Twist. I'm the producer of Spirit of the Marathon, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. The inspiration behind this film was I wanted to do something different than the first film. And so this film, the second one, is really about the characters, their triumphs, and their journey, and getting over their hurdles of their stories and some of the challenges that they have to face. So we decided to shoot this film in Rome, Italy, and the reason why we wanted to do this was we wanted Rome, Italy to be a character in itself within the movie. I think the most exciting part about shooting the Rome Marathon was actually physically filming race day. Because what's exciting about that is there's no do-overs. I mean, in a documentary, there's no take-twos. And some of the things that we had to go into in preparing for this one-day shoot was such a big ordeal. I mean, we had 16 golf carts to follow 7 runners, because if a golf cart broke down or ran out of battery, there's nothing that we can do. We can't wait 4 hours for another battery to show up. So we actually had golf carts placed throughout the course to strategically placed so that we could end up, like, you know, bringing in a backup, and you know, and just it was exciting just seeing months and months and months of work coming together for that one day, for those 4 to 6 hours of filming. You can also find the DVD at MyTV26. Go to their website, www.mytv26.org.
I'm T, and I'm with Coldwell Banker and Shadow Chase, Modesto Marathon, Teens Run Modesto. Anything I can to change a life here in the city. We sponsor every year, and we're actively involved in the committees and very involved in getting sponsorship for the marathon, for the Teens Run, and getting all the bands for along the course. Part of the committee tonight for movie night, getting gift certificates and sponsorships and donations. I'm one of the core group of about 6 of us that started the walking group within Shadow Chase. So therefore we trained people to walk the half marathon. And so I'm not a runner, I'm a walker, but it gives me great pleasure to be able to motivate and see people cross the line who don't run and show them that they can walk and they can, our quotes, do something. We stop and smell the roses a lot more than the runners. They run past the roses, but a lot of us walkers wish we could be runners. It's a whole different set of muscles and a whole different kind of training, but it's very rewarding to cross that finish line whether you're a walker or a runner. I'm a walker, but my greatest goal is, number one, to finish for myself, but also really to motivate others to be able to reach their goal. That is just very fulfilling to me.
3 years ago, I didn't run at all. I couldn't run at all. I didn't have belief in myself. And when I decided one day I was going to run, I ran outside my door and ran across the street and had to walk for 2 minutes because that's as far as I could run. And somebody who was a member of Shadow Chase sent me an email and said, you know, you have time to train for the Modesto Half Marathon. I knew nobody that ran, so I Googled how to train and run a half marathon, and I just literally kept running and praying that I could even find the finish line, and did it. And I did, and it has literally changed my life. It has changed my family's lives, my husband, our relationship, our marriage. It's been an amazing change since we started this journey 3 years ago. Originally I had no goals other than just to finish my first half marathon. After I finished my first half marathon, I saw an amazing story about why this woman runs, and after she kept running, she gave me the faith and encouragement to know that I could keep running, and I had no excuse to not keep running. So since March 2011, I've done now, I think, 30 half marathons and 2 full marathons. So my goal is just to be able to keep being healthy, keep changing my life, and now I've started touching other people's lives, and I've gotten my neighbor's 12-year-old son running, and he's placing in his age group almost every race. I have another neighbor of mine that 6 months ago she had no intent of ever running and has now done her first 5K, is signed up for the Modesto's 5K as her second, and actually posted about a week ago asking me about her first half marathon because she's signing up. So the ripples that when I threw the rock in the pond, I'm now seeing it extended to people outside of my home, and I'm helping change other people's lives, not through trying, just because I'm being me.
I'd oppose it back. That's one of the things you gotta watch for. I hope so.
Solid finishing time, low 15s for the first 3 runners coming through. We had beautiful conditions this morning, barely a breeze, probably in the 50s right now. I mean, I don't know if you could write a better script for a 5K this morning. You know, the 5K itself it's a wonderful race because in theory it's basically a sprint, and for these elite level runners. But then you've got your first time runner, and you got your people that are out with family, just being a part of the experience, and then families bringing out their kids in elementary schools with groups of kids out here to have these kids challenge themselves and experience this whole event. So you have a wide array of different kinds of runners out here with different goals, and the 5K start this morning was really fast. You could see about 5 or 10 guys are doing their strides pre-race. They were ready to go, and they were ready to hammer it today. But for the majority of these runners out here, it's just it's just all about you know, challenging themselves and completing this 3.1 mile journey. And here comes the first woman's 5K runner coming through at 20:30, 20:33. Excellent job. So excited and spent. Look at her. Congratulations. Look at all these kids coming through. Great job. What's happened is you get these mentors out here at elementary schools or running clubs, and they're inspiring these kids to come out. You know, they're coaching them. They're at their schools promoting running during recess time and during lunch time, and the kids are just inspired by it. And as we see some 5Kers coming through right now, finishing up. Look at that, holding the line. Reminds me of those kindergartners at in elementary school, like walking to going to the restroom. You know, holding onto the rope as they head anywhere.
Inspiration for me is just to finish, and it's an accomplishment.
And for you, what's your inspiration?
Just stay fit. It's a way to stay fit, you know, have something to look forward to, and go out there and train, especially the training. It takes a lot of time and effort to actually train for a half, or even, I mean, more so for a marathon, but definitely for a half.
You know, there are a lot of people out there who have trouble getting up in the morning and just getting out of bed. And your guys running something like this is quite an inspiration. How does it feel to be a role model for others?
It feels great, especially for my son or my wife, you know, the future runners. So just keep on letting them know that they could do it.
And how long have you been running?
This will be my third half marathon.
And you, sir, how long have you been running?
I've been running for a long time. I ran 2 full marathons, and this will be my second half.
When's the last? Did you run a full marathon here?
The very first, actually the very first Modesto full, I ran it.
Wow.
So that was 5 years ago.
Yes,
that was. I ran that full marathon.
This will be my 80th marathon. So it's been a long time since I started. When I'm doing a marathon, usually the first half, is, if you're doing well, it should be really easy. So around 16 or 18, about 18 to 20, it gets kind of tough. And then you just have to, I don't know, I call it dig deep. You have to say to yourself, how bad do you want it? Running keeps you young.
Tomorrow I'm going to do the full marathon, and I am doing it because my mom wanted to run it, and so I decided that I would like to run it with her.
For my son, I've been running since 2011, and I do it because the last time we ran together was before his accident. He had an accident in 2009 which had a severe damage to his brain and severe pelvic damage. And the last memory I had of him was him running with me and running by me. And so a lot of times when I run, the reason why I run is just the last memory. It's my way of connecting with him. And so every time I try to go long distance or short distances, it's an inspiration for me to see my son and what he went through and the recovery and the perseverance. And it just kind of makes me want to do the same thing.
This is KT tape, and it's a very common product used by runners, as opposed to a brace, which creates like dependence. This creates support and allows those twinges that all runners have to stay strong and injury-free for over a long period of time. So you see a lot of people taping up because they're either nursing an injury that they've had before or trying to prevent one, and this provides exactly what they need to be able to run this far and get across the finish line.
I'm going to just get out there and do what I can, and hopefully I'll be done in 4.5, 5 hours. It's going to be rough because the roads are hard on 9th Street, but I'll be able to get up and over those, no problem. A workout good for me is pushing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 to 5 miles those days. Going to the gym Tuesdays, Thursdays, and just doing whatever I can to get my upper body, curls, back, bench press, all that. If I can do this, I know you guys can do this. So let's get out there and enjoy some time together. Let's go.
Have you been in any marathons before?
Nope, this is my first one. I joined the adult training group about 6 months ago, and this is my first marathon.
What's adult training group?
It is through the Shadow Chase running club. They have trainers. They work with us for about 6 months and guarantee that they will get us through a marathon. It's a great program.
What makes a person want to run a marathon for the first time?
I don't know. They say when you want to run a half, you're only half crazy.
And so what are you running for today?
I'm running for just a personal goal, and I started out with a group of friends. I have knee issues, but I'm going to finish. I'm out to finish.
All right. Good job, good job. So why volunteer for this marathon?
Well, we got team members who are running in it. It's a community event that we like to participate and support, and this just happened to be one that we can get involved with and get as many people together for.
Well, that's awesome. So how long are you guys out here?
2:30.
2:30 all day. And what are you doing out here?
Water, electrolytes,
and goo. Crackers. Mints, candies.
Do you guys participate in marathons? Anybody? No. No?
That'd be great.
You guys support them like no other. Yeah?
Yeah.
How many marathons have you guys supported?
This is the first time we've been out to this.
All right.
The marathon's this, but other community events done Habitat, Salvation Army, Relay for Life,
March of Dimes.
March of Dimes.
More finishers coming through. Excellent work. Great job. And you can see as these runners come through, you see the occasional runner put up their hands and arms, and to them, I mean, they're victorious. They did what they set out to do. Today, it's so exciting to see that sense of accomplishment on their faces. You got father-sons running together, and mom and daughters, mom and sons out there. All families out there together, friends.
It's gonna be close. Let's see if she'll get it. Coming through, so excited, she didn't care. Awesome, right at 122, 122.21.
Unbelievable.
Great job. Great job.
Running.
So satisfied.
Little faux hawk. 1571 coming through, a little staggering. Excellent job. Great running. It's unbelievable.
Right over here. There's no line either.
And I love that on those race shirts. It said, "Be the motivation." Unbelievable. How inspiring! You don't have to be a dad or you know, coach, teacher to inspire, man. You can be 6 years old running a 5K, and people sit there and they look at that person and they go, you know what? If that kid can do it, I can do it. Unbelievable. Here come a couple more kids through. Excellent job. Good job, guys. And here comes Kelly Hartley and Camille. Good job, guys. Good job. Oh, Mason came through a long time ago. He ran 24:20 or something like that. Unbelievable. Another kid coming through 14:32. Excellent job. Good running. Good work, guys. Wow, what a race. All these little kids coming through, and runners of all ages, to be honest. Look at this, now we're just having a mass of runners come through. You can see 300-400 runners just coming through in a line here as they finish up, and many of them will finish up and get their water and get their, here come Bruce. Coming through. Just awesome. I'm gonna get my jacket on. Sir.
Come and talk inside.
You don't want to destroy their body too much. I feel, I don't know, let them hang in there until high school or something.
It's cold out here, man. You're just staying around. I bet if you're running, it's been hot out here.
When it's like, I kind of figure like, get a bib? You know, like you look at John and start. Get a bib?
You have a number?
Because he's playing football and all that stuff before that. And it's like, you know, you still got, I figure everything's in the car. Like a window of opportunity where your body's got so many miles in it to fire money. You know, like shoes. You know, so, I mean, some are exceptional, like, you know.
Oh, I know. Unbelievable. Running in jeans the whole way. I can only imagine the chafing. Great job. Look at this. We got a stroller. I think our first stroller runner here. That kid's, I think, semi-awake.
Unbelievable. Future runner, though. Inspiring. Great job, guys. Look, more and more runners. Oh, somebody throw it a finish. Yeah, too many fluids, I think, in the system this morning. It's all right. She's taking it like a champ, though. But see, I mean, you don't have to run a half marathon to experience that way. Unbelievable. And we'll see more of that today. People getting sick, pushing their bodies. Look at these little kids coming through. Unbelievable. I don't even want to guess what their ages are. Congratulations, guys. Good job. Unbelievable. 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 And a little man right here, still going. Good job, guys. Hey, Kajal. How are you doing? One of my students. That's one of my students right there. One of my math students. Sure. Good job, guys.
I think I had one in the front seat of the truck.
And they're coming through. Hands above the head. Tough run. Look at all these kids coming through. Exhausted, excited. They're going to be so happy to get their little medals here. At the end, they'll be taking them to school on Monday. So proud, showing their teachers. Good running. Good job. And they're coming through. 35:52, 35:55. Coming at sub 11-minute mile pace right here. Good pace for a 5K. Good work, guys. .21:54. Another child runner coming through. Still great temperatures this morning for a run. Still in the 50s. Even here at the finish line, it's semi-cold, just sitting around, but perfect conditions for running this morning. I'm just curious to see, we're about 55 minutes into the marathon. You're going to have some runners approaching mile 10. They're out there on those country roads. The sun's out and exposed, and
morning.
They're just getting into a groove right now. Ready to start racing. They're not racing yet. But when they hit that 14-mile, a little bit over 14-mile point, they make that turn around that cone, probably in the next, I don't know, next half hour, the race will begin. And it'll be the race back into town, and I'm just curious to see how that's going to break down today. who's going to come out of the woodworks. More and more finishers coming in right now, all excited smiles on their faces. Great running. Look, we got moms and daughters doing this event. 5K is a great event for people almost at any level. You know, whether you're walking it or walking it or running the whole thing or sprinting the whole thing. It's really a distance for all ages. And
yeah.
There's 5-0 to take down the phone.
the winning time by Miguel Nucci from Turlock. Looked like he was just kind of cruising through. We're waiting on the second. We're waiting for the second finisher. We're going to be waiting for the first female finisher. But a little information on Miguel Nucci. Miguel Nucci won the half marathon last year in a very, very similar time, around 1:11. And I know he was coming back from injury last year, and it was a good time. And I guess we're just getting word right now that Miguel Nucci was given the wrong directions on the half marathon and actually ran a little bit longer this morning, where he would run faster than 1:11. But I'm sure he'll brush that off. Still got the victory. And but last year he was coming back from injury, and this half marathon was kind of his first big race back, and he kind of cruised at 1:11 last year. He looks much better form this year. But Miguel Nucci is a legend here in the Central Valley. He's the second half marathoner finisher is coming through right now. 21:94, 1:15:17. Excellent time. Excellent time. Now, he just looked smooth. Coming through, oh, yeah, here she comes down the straight, but this is awesome. She's got her own, look at this, not one soul on the whole straightaway. This would be a great piece of video. 1:21, let's see if she can break 1:22. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Let's see if she'll get it. Coming through, so excited, she didn't care. Awesome, right at 1:22, 1:22:21. Great job, great job. And then woman number 2 is coming through right now. Finishing strong. Great job.
Thank you. He's not using it, so. Let me get these. There's
Woman number 3 just crossing through, 45:79. Excellent run.